random recipe with random ingredients. So if you have seen the title and the thumbnail, you probably know what it is, but then it's just a random experiment. Let's see how it's gonna turn out. At the end of the video, do drop your comments so that it's a dope or nope. Let's see the video. Here it goes. So today I'm gonna try the pork. So we have the pork meat right here. Okay, I have some chopped garlic in my hand, so I'm gonna marinate the pork. Just added some garlic pieces here, and next I'm gonna add some salt. Then little bit of vinegar. I'll be gonna keep this for a few hours to marinate and get all the flavors inside. So now I'm gonna grind some spices. So I'm gonna add some pepper. That's a black pepper. It all depends on what spice level you want. If you want more spice, you can add more of this. Next, I'm gonna add a little bit of cumin seeds. I'm also gonna add some coriander seeds, coriander or cilantro seeds. I'm gonna add very little of turmeric. I'm gonna also add small pieces of ginger. So this is pretty much it. I'm gonna grind this and get back to you. I finished grinding off. This is a grind one. So I'm gonna add the masala into the chopped, the marinated meat. So once you're done mixing with the masala, let it sit for a while. I'm gonna close the lid and let it sit for a while. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep the onions ready. So I have 2 onions. I'm gonna clean them up and chop them up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Gonna give a gentle wash, then I'm gonna chop them. When you chop them, make sure that the pieces are not too small, at the medium range. I'm also gonna add 2 chilies. I have the 2 chilies right here. So right now I'm gonna keep this in a medium flame. Keep the pan. Then I'm gonna throw some oil. This is coconut oil. Now the pan is quite moderate and hot, so I can feel the heat. I'm gonna spread out the oil. So here I have the seasoned pork, so I'm gonna throw in the seasoned pork here. Wow, you can hear the sound, sizzling sound. That is just satisfying. I'm gonna mix this up, pour here and there. I'm gonna decrease the flame to medium and still gonna mix this up. We need some oil. We're gonna add some more oil on the top. Gonna let it cook for a while in high flame, so that all the juices come out and like to this cell. In the meantime, I'm gonna take some photos for the Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, I'll leave the link in the description below. Please do follow on Instagram, because most of the things what you don't see in the video are gonna go in the Instagram. It'll be either going on Instagram stories or Instagram post. So either way you can get up, like you can see the behind the scenes, what's exactly going on. So do follow us on Instagram. So now you can see it seems to be nice and juicy. You can see all the juices are coming out. So it adds flavor for the dish, and you can see actually like and also it gets smaller and smaller because it's gonna shrink in, letting all the juices and flavors out. I'm also gonna mention all the ingredients what I use in the description below, so that it'll be easier. And the quantity actually it depends on your taste basically. However, I'll mention the few of the quantities which you can take note down of. I'll mention all the details in the description below. Make sure pause this video and check out the description. And especially if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe because we'll be going to try many more awesome recipes. Don't miss out anything. Please do subscribe so that you'll be updated on the new recipes. This recipe is somewhat like the Kyrgyz pork. It's almost the same because if you have noticed, the Kyrgyz pork is almost like a pepperish, and it'll be dark or light brown or dark black on sort of color range, and it tastes really awesome. So if you want me to try the Kyrgyz pork, please let us know in the description below so that we can show you how it's done. So now it's almost half cooked. You can see the meat is shrinked up and all the juices are out. Now it's the time to add some onions and the chili which are pre-chopped. I'm just going to add the onions which I chopped earlier. Here they go. Even the chili goes in. Now give it a gentle mix. So now you can see the onions and the chilies and the pork. Actually, you can see the multicolors. You have this purplish and the pink and the light green, light illusion between the white, and you have the beautiful pork here. So you have this, you'll get this, you can see this is, you can see this has a lot of color variety, looks good. So now it's gonna cook for a while, and I'm gonna add a little bit of water here, not too much, a little bit, so that it will be cooked well and flavors are evenly distributed. When in the process of cooking, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, not too much because we already added salt for the meat. This salt is for the, to give the flavor for the onions. And I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of powdered pepper because to give the color for the onions and taste for the onions. Don't overdo it because it will get extremely spicy. Gonna give it a gentle mix. And if you want to add some sauces like tomato sauce or some chili sauce, you can add it now. But I'm not gonna add it because this dish has a rich flavor. So I'm gonna get the juices mixed with the onions so that the taste remains the original. If you want to have the taste of a little bit of tomato, you can add tomato sauce. It will give you a like a sweetish, sourish taste. Wow, I can get the aroma is very good, and I can also smell the onions. the flavor of onions are getting mixed with the meat. It's really yummy. It looks yummy. I'm also gonna add little bit of water again because I'm gonna slow cook the onion and pork a little because get the flavors mixed up on a medium flame. So right now I have the coriander leaves here in my hand, so I'm gonna chop them up, and I'm also gonna add some lemon. The juicy lemon which will add the sour flavor. So I'm also gonna chop this up and keep it ready. Till then, let the pork slow cook. The pork is already cooked, so if you want to do it fast, you can actually cook it like it cooks really fast in a medium or high flame. So if you want to serve early, like you can serve right now, but I'm just want to cook a little more, the slow cook, because I want the onion to get the juices of onion and the meat to mix well. So now my mom is in the kitchen. She's doing the inspection of the food. When a mom says it's approved and it's approved, so she's gonna do inspection. Okay, she says that salt is a little bit less, so I'm gonna add a little more salt. My mom also asked to add a little more of spices, so I'm gonna add pepper. It's because later on I'm gonna add lemon. So if you're gonna add lemon, you should make sure that it's spicy. So let it cook for a while, let all juices mix. So I'm gonna add a little bit of water there. It all depends on your taste. You can check whether the meat is cooked, because the meat differs. Like it differs from there are different types of meats, and it also differs on the region. So if you're cooking anywhere, please do taste the meat, like if it's cooked well or no, because you may not know. Some cook fast and some do take time. So I'm gonna leave it on the medium flame to cook it for a while. Let all the water dry off. Probably like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm gonna increase the flame now because the water started drying off. And by the way, you're watching the video, and this is the pan and the camera is right here. And I'm using a Gorilla pot which I brought recently, and it's just hanging on a window bar. So if you want to see how the camera is fixed, if you want to see how the behind the scenes, I'm gonna upload in my Instagram, because it's just standing on a window bar, just a single window bar. I used to use a tripod before, but setting a tripod takes a lot of time and it needs a lot of space. But this saves a lot of space. I'm gonna do a separate review video, unboxing video on it. I already shot unboxing. I'm gonna edit and upload soon. This is almost done. So waiting for the water completely to dry off. So it gives you the crispy, those, the mushy and those crispy look. Basically, it's right now cooking on its own fat, because it releases a lot of fat. You can see there's a lot of floating fat. But cooking in this style, the fat content will be less, because the most fat will be burnt out and it gets juicy. So the meat will be more leaner. Now as you can see, all the water is dried off. So now I'm gonna add the lemon and the coriander leaves. Now since all the water is dried off, I'm gonna turn off the gas. Squeeze some lemon juice on it, so it gives you that citrusy flavor. I'm gonna squeeze in using my hand, because the Indian style. So now I'm just gonna mix everything together, so that all the meat gets equal, like the lemon taste, the citrusy taste, and it's gonna absorb the lemon. Finally, I'm just gonna add the coriander leaves. and give it a gentle mix. You can see the coriander leaves are well mixed, and I like the color contrast it gives. The green and the black and the grayish. The color contrasts are good because it makes a good Instagram photo. I didn't actually go with the name or any recipe because I didn't actually look up on the internet for the recipe. Using the common sense and the common cooking knowledge, I prepared this, and now it's time to name it. So it already has a name probably. So it's pepper roast, the pork pepper roast, best pork pepper roast. That is gonna be the title, or most probably something else, but that's it. Ta-da! It's ready, the pork pepper roast. And also make sure to like and share this video. And if you're gonna try this recipe, please do tag us and let us know how it went on. You can tag us on our Instagram profile. We're gonna check out every tag, and all the hashtags are mentioned in the description below, and also the Instagram ID. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna leave the subscribe button just right here so that you can just click on it and subscribe. Click, 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 click. And when you click on it, please make sure that you click on the bell icon as well. And I'm gonna add other video links here, so please do check it out, the video links. Bye bye, take care. Boof.